Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the FCS Prep Podcast, where I am your host, Dr. Keith Fairclough. And guys, today I'm picking up where we left off with the Don't Give Up series. And I know there was 6 videos there, and that series actually was completed, but something hit me the other day, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was God speaking to me, but it was something that was resonating within me, and I could not silence it. I could not stop it. And it started, I want to say it started either yesterday or the day before, and today it just welled up within me and just started pouring out during my workout. Unfortunately, my poor son who was sleeping, he might have not been able to get good rest because it was pouring out. And so essentially what it was is the message was just stand. That's what the message was. And I'm going to explain that to you in a second. And if you haven't watched the Don't Give Up series, I'm leaving a link to the playlist for the podcast right here, wherever the card ends up. This is what I need everybody to understand and what I really need them to really put down in their spirit. And this is what, again, it was just pouring out of me today. It was pouring out of me today. Could not contain it, and I have to share it with you, with the world. I have to. And it's stand. What do I mean by stand? Right? So I'm here and I give you guys lots of different strategies and lots of different skills and lots of different techniques and perspectives and things like that, challenge cultures and all types of stuff like that, right? In order to improve our lives, right? So we can improve the world, right? So we can get real change right now. There are people out there that may watch my content and watch all types of content and read all types of books and go to therapy and talk to people and all these things like that. And the situation may stay the same, right? They're trying everything, right? They're racking their brain. They're beating their head against the wall. And it just seems like they're not getting anywhere. Their emotions are running high. Maybe you're anxious, maybe you're depressed, maybe you're scared, maybe you're at your wit's end, maybe your money's out, maybe you're about to get kicked out your house, maybe your relationship's falling apart, maybe your marriage is horrible, maybe your kids are wilding out, maybe the boss is going crazy, maybe everything is just going bonkers and out of control. And you're trying this, right? You're pre-gaming your day. You're praying in the morning. You're working out. You're taking your medication. You're reading. You're going on runs. You're watching motivational stuff. You're taking negative things out of your life, and you're doing all the right things, and it still seems like nothing is getting better. And matter of fact, it seems like sometimes things are getting worse. You got a deep pain inside you that just continues to well up. And it's like, we got to do something about it. And you're talking to yourself like, I'm trying to do something about it. And I don't know what to do. Everything I'm trying, it's not working because you're still there. And you have this dialogue back and forth between your mind and your heart and your spirit and your body. And you're all just like, what are we going to do? We don't know what to do. People are trying to encourage you. People are trying to lift you up. And it's not working. What do you do? What do you do when you feel you've tried everything? You think you've tried everything. Or you've got to that point and it's just so hard to continue to move forward. It's so hard to wait for another day. It's so hard to walk with that pain and that heaviness and that hurt every single day. What do? You stand. That's it. You just stand. You make a declaration within yourself. You don't need to have direction. You don't need to have purpose. You don't need to have been healed. You don't need anything but to make the decision and say, I'm going to stand. And no matter what comes my way, I will not break. I will not fold. I may get knocked down, but I will get back up. I will not allow myself to stay down. I don't know what the future holds, and I don't know what tomorrow holds. Maybe it's more pain, but I refused to do anything else but just stand. I will not quit. I will not give up on life. When those suicidal thoughts come, I will say, no, I will not go. I will not go. When life hits you, life will break. When your enemies hit you and crash against you, they will fail. They will fold. When circumstances hit you over and over and over again, you say, I will not go. I will stand. I will not break. No matter how bad it gets, I will not break because I have made the decision to stand. And I'm telling you, when you make that decision to stand, When you fortify yourself, you will see that there is no enemy, no situation, nothing, no emotion, no nothing that can move you. Because that decision to stand and plant your feet and not move, no one can take that from you. Maybe you failed 3 times, stand. Maybe your relationship is a mess, stand. Maybe your kids are wilding out, stand. Maybe you're broke, stand. Maybe you're homeless, stand. Maybe your parents are wilding out, stand. No matter what, stand. Economy bad, stand. Lost your house, stand. Health going down, stand. Refuse to give up. There is a solution to every problem. Guaranteed. There's a solution to every problem. But if you don't know what that solution is right now, I'm going to promise you right now, if you don't make the decision to stand, then you will never find it. If you succumb to drugs and alcohol, if you succumb to sex, if you succumb to pornography, if you succumb to self-injury, if you succumb to depression, if you succumb to fear and anxiety, if you succumb to societal norms, you'll never find it. If you succumb to conditional love, those business contracts, you'll never find it. You've got to stand, even when it hurts. And I know it hurts. I know that pain is there. I know it is. Please, I know I've been there. And I promise you right now, I had to make a decision to stand. I had to. There was no other option. I never forget when I was a little kid. I said, I don't know what my skills are. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Everyone else seems better than me. Everybody else seems to have it all together. I seem to just kind of be putting along. I said, you know what? I'm just going to stand. I'm just going to learn not to give up. I'm just going to keep on going. Yeah, it's been hard. I've cried tears. The pain in your heart, trying to force that stuff down to the point you have migraines. I've been there. It's not easy. I know. But you have to stand with everything that's within you. You have got to stand. You are so much stronger than you think. When you make this decision, you're going to find new depths of strength in you didn't even think existed. When they said you were weak, when they said you were useless, when they said you were no good, when they said you won't make it, when they say you aren't smart enough, you're not strong enough, you're not rich enough, you're not light enough, you're not dark enough, you're not black enough, you're not white enough. When they say these things, they will crash against you, and they will break, and they will fold, because they don't have the fortitude that you have when you make that decision. Life doesn't have the fortitude that you have when you make that decision. Your circumstances don't have the fortitude that you have when you make those decisions. They will break. They will fold. They will crash. They will fall down, and they will not get back up, but you will stand. So I'm encouraging you right now, if you've tried everything, and you still feel you're not making any progress, then just stand and keep living, keep moving forward. Don't believe the lies that your mind makes up, that the world would be better without you. That's a lie. You're here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. You're here to show other people how to stand. You're here to show them how to handle the same stuff that you're handling right now. But you got to get through it. And how can you get through it if you give up and if you don't stand? You've got to stand. You've got to stand. Stand for your family. Stand for your kids. Stand for your spouse. Stand for your community. Stand for your faith. Stand for what you believe in. Stand. Do not fall. Yes, we get knocked down. Absolutely. But getting knocked down isn't the end. Staying down is. That's what it means to give up. It's not about getting knocked down. It's not about failing. It's not about making mistakes. Listen, man, I made mistakes all through my marriage for years. But I had to keep getting up and keep trying and keep getting up and keep trying and keep getting up and keep trying. And even when it didn't seem like anything was working, I had to keep getting up and keep trying and keep going forward and keep going forward and keep going forward and keep standing and keep standing and keep standing. And I have the best relationship I've ever had in my entire life. And I never, ever would have had it if I didn't make the decision to stand. I can't stress it enough how you've got to stand. I cannot stress it enough. If you don't got anything else within you, just make that one decision. I promise you, it's one of the most powerful decisions you will ever make. Because when you make that decision, it trumps everything else. And I promise you, you will find the solution to your problem. But first, you got to stand. If y'all need help, if y'all need support, if y'all need anything, reach out to me. I'm all over the place. I don't got to put it all here, but listen, that's what we're here for, man. Real change right now. Real change right now. Y'all need something, reach out. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great, awesome, and blessed day. And remember, stand.